From tiny little plate to tiny little stove, finger food of a special sort has captured the fancy of Werner.
If you're hungry, how about a little lasagna, a little sushi, a little pumpkin pie? Emphasis on the word little, because these dishes barely merit a bite. It's tiny food, prepared in, what else, a tiny kitchen.
There's a 7,000 square foot soundstage where we do a lot of our productions.
The Tiny Kitchen video series comes from a company called Tastemade, based in Santa Monica. Orrin Katzoff is head of programming.
Tiny Kitchen is a show where we are cooking in a tiny kitchen set and legitimately cooking tiny foods. So whether it's tiny quesadillas, tiny tacos, tiny eggs, it really is made down to scale, meaning it's not fake bacon, it's not fake eggs. This is real food being made in a real tiny kitchen.
And people have really developed a big taste for it, viewing episodes over 600 million times in the last year and a half.
Scramble these in.
Most of Tastemade's online shows feature regular-sized foods. This idea started almost as a joke. When Jay Holzer, he's the head of development and production, bought one of his daughters a new dollhouse for Christmas.
We had to figure out something to do with the old one, so we brought it here and we built kind of the first tiny kitchen set inside of that dollhouse.
And when was the first time that somebody said, I know, let's make tiny food?
So it was probably about 2 years ago. Somebody decided, hey, let's play with tiny food. And so we made a tiny burger, a tiny plate of spaghetti, and a tiny stack of pancakes that day.
And of course, if you cook small, you need tiny utensils, like these miniature knives sent over from Japan, a place, it should be noted, where all things cute, kawaii is their word for it, is all the rage. Turns out, people worldwide love it too. There are now tiny kitchens producing food and videos in 5 countries, and all over social media. Why the fascination?
There's almost this feeling of disbelief. I can't believe that they're actually making this dish that I'm used to seeing as normal size.
Do people think it's easy?
I think so. I mean, I think, and that's kind of part of the magic, right? It's like, it's a little bit mind-blowing, it's a little bit brain-tingling, and you feel like, I want to know how to do that. That doesn't seem that hard.
You're saying this is a lot tougher than it looks.
It is a lot tougher than it looks.
He's got that right.
You have this teeny little spatula. This is a fork, right?
Right.
The company set us up with their resident tiny food chef.
Do you guys get all that?
Really what they call a food stylist, Hannah Offmuth, who offered to show me how to make a tiny donut. Just a simple little donut.
You have this little egg.
It's a quail egg, in case you're wondering.
Stab it with the knife to
What if
kind
I
of...
stab my finger?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
There you go. You
Oh my
got
God, I did it.
Mix with some flour and milk, then deep fry it on a tiny stove.
There you go.
Ooh, look at that.
How hard could it be?
There's my frosting. My
Sprinkles.
sprinkles. Are they supposed to stick?
Yeah.
My miniature donut versus hers?
Oh, yeah, that's not even fair.
I've had a lot of practice.
So now we're gonna try this.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny food,
Yours are better.
big production.
Oh no, you're gonna hand me a tiny mop next.